Hey, ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Another episode of the Audio Jack Show. I've got two of my best friends here, Clay, Nello. How you guys doing?
Doing wonderful. How are you, boss?
Great, dude. So good.
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're getting ready to do our Cigar City Sports Podcast, and we got a little time. So we threw on the Fury Wilder fights and said, let's hang out and talk.
This is actually Anderson and Tereshki.
Oh, man. I went to high school with Nello, known you for a long fucking time.
Yes, sir. It's been a while.
Yeah, we started off on iffy terms, too.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't say iffy. We were always close, but, shit happens. But, hey, I always was like, hey, this is what's going down, but it is what it is.
I would say the chances are high for new
No, it wasn't like
relationships
that.
with Nello to start off rocky.
I'm a type of person that knows that, yeah, you can't fuck with that kid. He will knock you the fuck out. I knew that real fast.
He found that out day one.
But I still stood up. I'm like, hey, we're going to do this. Let's do this. But I know I'm going to lose, but why not?
Well, you're so do you mind if I tell the story?
I don't care. Go ahead.
So we were hanging out. It was my first day at Catholic school. I'd been kicked out of normal high school, and I was sitting at lunch by myself.
Oh.
And this sweet, let's paint that sad story. This sweet little girl named Marina Secord, you remember her? She came up to me and was like, hey, Jack, I just want to tell you that those guys are planning on picking on you, and I just don't want you to do anything.
Oh, my gosh.
And
it was more for fun, though.
I came from public school, and I was like, fuck yeah, let's do this shit.
I'm from the streets.
Sleep on the rocks. And so I was like, there's no way this is actually going to happen. I'm sorry, Nello, I love you, but I was like, all these kids are fucking sissies. They're not going to do shit.
It's okay. I mean, I would think the same way if I was in your shoes.
And you had quite a few guys there with you that I remember specifically, Robbie, Kenny.
There was a lot of them. It was a lot of us.
And they had all confided in you that if I did anything, they were going to come up and kick my ass.
Yeah, that would have been fun to see.
And then, sure shit, he walks up and it does the most obvious real trip in his life. Throws his whole lunch tray on me.
I thought it was good, though.
And I stood up and was like fucking Leonidas in 300. Get up! Let's fucking go! All these Catholic school kids are looking at me like, oh, fuck.
That's a lot of Hail Marys.
What happened there?
There was a few Our Fathers, too, by the way.
And I told him, I was telling Kenny, I was looking at him specifically. I was like, get up. Come on. Let's go. And nobody wanted to throw hands.
No.
So you did.
I did what? But I
the
wasn't.
douchiest thing you could do did the fake trip spill my tray on
Now,
you.
for the record, after it did happen, I did say I was sorry, and I was put up to it.
He did.
What year was this?
Oh man. When did we graduate?
04.
04.
Oh,
so
God.
it was 01.
01, 02, yeah.
The fake trip with the tray in high school?
Listen, if somebody told me to do something and they dared me, I was the type of person that just did it.
That's that Catholic school
raising. I just did it.
A bunch of people put you up to it, and you did it. And you know what? I got to give you props, because after that, you manned up, but nobody else did. Everybody else avoided me like the plague.
No, I was like, this kid's good.
You just dump the cream corn on his head and you say, oh, Doyle rules.
You got to go through like an initiation, but you got to feel somebody out, especially a new kid you didn't know. But like, it was the wrong way to do it. I'll give you that.
I'd like to think I was thoroughly felt out after that.
There are some other funny moments in those hallways, though, man. Like,
yeah, we had a good time. After that, we did become pretty good friends.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank God. Now I get the best Italian food in the world. If it wasn't for y'all patching that little thing up, I would never know what Tony and Nello's is.
It's so funny. It was like years after we'd graduated, and somebody was like, hey, you need to go check out Nello's restaurant. And my response was, Nello has a restaurant?
I never really told anybody. It was weird. I never wanted the attention. I just wanted to be known as me. I don't know.
Well, so I went out there and ordered spaghetti, and I was sitting next to a little old lady, and I remember this tray coming to me and being like, woo, friends and family portion here, baby. Like, this is amazing.
I must be a better friend to him than I thought.
Like a 90-year-old lady sitting next to me. She orders the same shit and gets the same portion. I was like, oh my God.
I'm fair.
I couldn't finish it, but I told him I would after he had called me a liar. So I got a box for it secretly and put it under my seat and told Ryan, the guy who was serving there at the time, I was like, go tell Nello I didn't order the kids portion.
And they brought me the bowl, and I was like, this ain't fucking real. This guy didn't do this.
There's no way he put that away. And you were right.
I'm kind of nervous for my buddy over here. He had a rough week last week. Bama going down. Really rough.
Well, see, that's
save it for the other podcast.
But that's the common misconception. I'm going to say it on the other podcast when you serve it up like that again.
I'm going to do that too.
Us Alabama fans, we're used to it. We are. Not every season is undefeated.
Yeah, the loss hangover, it's still with me. I'm a little more morose than normal, but it'll fade by tomorrow.
Morose. Why we got to use big words?
I mean, that's not a big word. That is 2 syllables.
It's a two. I don't know what it means.
It's a 2 clapper. It's more than sad.
But it's sad with a slight mix of depressed in there.
Yeah,
that's what it is. But I mean, it's fine, man. We went out. Listen, we've only won the national championship twice in undefeated seasons. And the last time Texas A&M did beat us, we won a national championship.
Yeah.
So, yes, there's a tougher Georgia waiting at the end of the line if we get there, but I still feel good.
I agree. I don't think it's going to be as big a problem as everyone thinks it's going to be, because this kind of stuff happens all the time. But anyway.
That is a good thing to bring up, though, on how Jack and I met, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's dive right into that. How did you two lovebirds meet for the first time?
And we are lovebirds. He's not teasing us.
No, I'm not. I know. I tried to take that spot, but I just could never. And I had a head start, too, and I still can't beat you.
You're not the first to try either.
Yeah, Megan married me as well. Jackie married Jack.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, if Jackie's name was something other than Jackie, I don't know if we'd have made it.
Maybe not.
Sometimes I slip up in our throes of passion, and I say Jack. And add that E there.
She's like, yeah, for sure.
No, I moved down here with my company that I worked for at the time. We were partnered with the bank that Jack worked for at the time, and we were going around on our first day meeting all the branches.
Yep.
And I walked in, and there was Jack sitting there at the desk. I remember it. It was the desk right to the right when you walked in the door.
I was braiding my hair.
Way to the teller line.
You had one of those 80s moments in the movies where everything just blurs away as soon as he saw you.
And had they told y'all that we were from Alabama?
No, you said that when you first walked in.
Okay, yeah. So
you didn't come in and go, I'm from Alabama. You were like, tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah. So drop that in there. Jack gave me a roll tide. That was it.
Yep.
It was all said and done.
Yeah, because you didn't have any buds down here in St. Pete, and we watched games religiously. You remember when Wing House was a big thing. Mm-hmm. I was like, hey, man, if you got somewhere to watch the game, come check it out with us.
I know I shed a few tears in there.
Yeah, back when I still lived in Tampa, it was always either y'all would come to the house, we'd do the grilling and all that, or come over to watch it at Wing House. Man, do you remember that? Remember that Bama Florida game?
I was just about to bring that up. So we had a bunch of preppy guys, little girly men over that were Florida fans, and to be fair, most Florida fans are girly men.
Make sure we
that's not nice.
Make sure you tag
kidding.
Michael Bernstein in this post.
Michael Bernstein and AK-47.
Yeah,
because they both were getting into it. And we had this bet because we had moonshine in the freezer that every turnover or every score, we were going to take a shot of moonshine. Oh. And the game was so much more competitive than we thought. And I just remember, at the start of the third quarter, walking over to my wife and handing her my keys and being like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is not happening.
I've gone too far. And she was like, oh, gosh, okay.
I don't know how Bernie and AK made it home.
Me neither.
I don't even know how they would remember their address.
I don't even remember most people's names from that day.
I can't remember anyone else that was there besides you and Megan. Was Freddie there?
Freddie and Melinda.
Yes, Freddie and Melinda was there, but there was somebody else there. Totally can't remember who that was.
No,
they are just faceless
blobs. A lot of moonshine.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a bad hangover.
It was a high-scoring game, and I remember just coming into halftime, we were looking at each other like, what have we done?
Yeah. Well, that was the thing is we make this bet like, okay, we got to take shots every time Florida scores. That shouldn't be more than 3 times.
Yeah.
Field goals included. That was all, any type of score.
If Camilo's listening, he's going to cry.
And it was much more than the 3.
Yeah.
Man.
It was so much. And that was just a terrible time.
Yeah. Moonshine every score. Ouch.
Yeah.
Not to mention in between you're drinking something, so it had to be beer, I'm assuming.
This was not moonshine that they call moonshine now that you buy off the shelf at a retail.
Right. I'm assuming we were from Alabama. It came in a mason jar.
This was actually from Tennessee, and it was made illegally and transported across state lines illegally.
Yeah. And I know all about that.
It was like, this is not stuff with a label. There's no where'd you buy this or what flavor is this. Somebody made this in a moonshine distillery in a mountain somewhere.
Yeah.
After the first shot, I was like, oof. This is some stiff stuff.
Like that on fire. Yeah. Literally.
This might burn some of the rust off your engine.
I have melted an entire white plastic lawn chair using just moonshine.
Yeah.
Isn't that how you're supposed to determine if it's like if you can drink it, if it burns blue or something? Like you have to light it and see how it burns?
I don't really know about that. I don't see how that would make sense.
Because it's either alcohol or ethanol?
Well, no, because just the process is the process. So I don't know about that. Maybe that's just a way to check quality. I don't know beyond it's a still and you put a bunch of shit in there and then it pours out and it's liquid gasoline. That's all I know.
Yeah, it was not fun. But we got past it, and we've gotten older and wiser.
Older and wiser, yes. We were in each other's weddings. It's been a phenomenal friendship.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God I like Megan.
And I did the drive off with you and Jackie when they got married.
Yep.
They were like, we're going to do the walk away and then come back and drink more. And it's the three of us.
Hey, we need to do the picture thing, but we're not done drinking. And Jack's like, I got you.
Yeah.
Boom, in the golf cart, ready to go.
That's the first time we almost met Sport Coat, too.
Yeah.
Good old Sport Coat. Does he know we call him that?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
I tell you all the time.
Good.
There will be a point where we're all at a Bama game together again.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, Sport Coat, you remember Jack? Jack, you remember Sport Coat?
Yeah.
Of course.
So he was a little bit too far in at your wedding.
Way too far. Showed up hammered.
And, approached all of the groomsmen at one point or another in a point of I can't believe you're up there and I'm not.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. He one of those sloppy ones.
Hold on. Let me give context to this.
Yeah, there's a lot of
context. Before he finishes. The context is I've known him since college, since 2003. Mm-hmm. We pledged the same fraternity. We've been very good friends, but there was this point in my life, dropped out of college, and just didn't have my priorities straight, had to get my life together. So part of that was removing myself from all of my friends that I partied with. That's the only way you can really do it. I wasn't like an alcoholic or had an abuse problem. I just had a habitual hanging out and having fun problem. Got rid of that, got my life back together. And so we had not talked all that much for several years leading up to that, probably a good 5 years. So, being that close after that hiatus, I had people that were closer in my life at the time. Yeah, so, that was that. So, he was hammered drunk. That's, everybody's got that other persona that they have when they are overserved.
Yes, we do.
And he was just a little butthurt. But listen, he got married the next year. He had 12 groomsmen. I was not one of them. It was all of our mutual boys that I'm back in the crew. We go fantasy football draft trip every year. We hang out. Other than that, I'm the godfather to his youngest daughter. So it's all fine. It's all good. It's just,
Gotcha.
Is what it is. So so back to this.
So he was just getting into it, and also at I think it was 7 or 8 o'clock, your bartender just was like, "Bye. I was paid to be here till 8."
Yep.
And left.
Did not ask if we would like to pay more for them to stay. It was a party, too. Open bar. Everybody's getting smashed.
Yeah. And there was a very successful Build Your Bar, so there was an abundance of liquor.
Mm-hmm.
And they just picked their shit up and walked away. And I was like, you know what? This is my moment. I'm like Tom Cruise in Cocktail, baby.
I can see you shaking the damn
And I
thing.
just jumped back behind the bar, and everybody that asked me for a drink, I was like, what's in it?
They did a great job, though.
I was getting people fucked up.
Yeah, we had a guy having to walk across the street about every 20 or 30 minutes and puke in the bushes.
Uh-huh.
He passed out on the back deck of the groomsman's house. We had several others that don't remember how they got home. We had another guy that Fell down in the shower later that night.
Sounds like it's a good wedding.
I mean, it was, it was a party. It's a great time.
Yeah. That was a good time. That's where we met Rhino.
Oh, yay.
Yeah. Rhino's a buddy of ours from Wisconsin. Well, 2 out of 3.
Yeah. Yeah, in person.
I got no problem with him.
In person, I had met him once, but I mean, we played Xbox like every night together.
Yeah. And you know what? That's really weird that you would make friends in that way, but now it's completely legitimate.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, look at us and Dave.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's the guy I'm bringing to your restaurant. Apparently he doesn't like seafood, but he'll get over it.
Who cares if he doesn't like seafood?
There is more things besides seafood.
He has to order the penne alla vodka with chicken and eat the whole bowl like he thinks he can. Because listen, this guy is a monster.
Yeah.
Think Mountain on Game of Thrones. He's
actually, luckily for him, he's going to meet the Hounds.
I've watched him take down 2 Whataburgers and a large fry and just keep on trucking.
He did say that he doesn't put it away like he used to, but I have a feeling he could still do some damage.
Hey, he ain't as good as he once was, but he's as good once as he ever was. I bet he's saving it for, because we've told him so much now. We're like, look, man, we've tried.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work. It doesn't help.
You think you're there, then it's like, yeah, you're just halfway there.
Even if we didn't have 2 or 3 appetizers that you send out, I would be like, I can probably eat this. We're good. I'm starving. I'm ready to go. No, it's falling short.
Yeah, I used to starve myself before I'd come see you.
Oh, I'll tell you what, though.
Sure know how to make a girl feel swell.
Hey, I don't know if I'm sorry if this is like a shot at you, because I don't know. I mean it in a great way, but that penne alla vodka, the next day,
it's even better.
You can't put it in the microwave. Don't be stupid. You got to put it in. You got to put it on the stove.
Don't be an idiot.
A little milk.
Throw a little bit of milk, and I like throw just a small little piece of butter in the bottom of the pot, and then when it's warm, and then pour the pasta in there. Throw some milk on it. Jackie's got it down to a science. It's like almost better. It's like the noodles have soaked up all that sauce more.
The sauce is intensified with the flavoring. I like it that way too. I actually don't even like it warmed up that much. I like it like cold. It's crazy.
I don't like it like cold out of the fridge, but I don't like it piping hot like when it comes out when you first order it. I like it warmed up on the stove.
I eat that thing cold sometimes late at night at home.
I have eaten it cold, because oftentimes I've left your place and then we've gone out drinking. You get home and you're just like, I don't feel like heating it up.
Yeah, I know, right?
So you just eat it cold.
Eat it cold.
Well, that day it's okay. The day after it's been in the fridge all night is not okay to do that anymore.
No.
Oh, man. Back in the day, you've eaten worse than that. Don't even play.
Well, I mean, I have. But when you got something like that, Tony and Nello's pasta, you can't. You gotta take care of it.
I used to go to Taco Bell at like that typical 2 a.m.
Oh man, 2.
And
3,
I would
4.
try to pick a new accent every time I went.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's I don't know if it was good or bad, but I would pull him and be like, g'day, mate. Like to get myself a chicken quesadilla. You know what I mean? They're just like, I know they're in there like, oh my god, another one of these idiots.
Or maybe they're like, I've never met an Australian before.
Yeah, that is also the other side of the coin.
We went through Dunkin' Donuts the other day, and I was like, good morning. I would really like a large mocha iced coffee with cream and sugar, please. And Megan was like, fucking please don't do this.
Speaking of Dunkin'
if I can
Donuts.
trouble you terribly, a couple of ham, bacon, egg, and cheese wake-up wraps. She's like, stop. They read my order back to me, and I just go, cheers. So good to meet you. And they just look at me like, because I don't look like I would talk like that.
Not at all.
You don't look like Sir Ewan McKellen or whatever his name is.
Sir Ian McKellen.
That guy. I like to just call him Picard because it's so much easier.
That's the wrong guy. That's Patrick Stewart.
Exactly. That's who I was talking about.
Engage.
Hello, Governor.
Hello, number 1. Take me to the holodeck 4 for some cheesy, beefy burritos.
I have a feeling if I was from the UK, I would sound just as white trash for over there as I do over here.
Yeah, there's a couple different accents in the UK. There's one that's like that. It's like super ultra proper. And I don't think I've ever heard anybody that actually talks like this. And then there are the ones who are like, I might go down to the shop and get yourself a couple of... yeah. And it's just like, I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah, they... I've watched something about it, like some documentary or something, where it's, you have like the the upper class have that more distinguished British accent.
There's somebody that I work that banks where I work, and they talk like that.
Yeah. If you think about it, though, that's an island. That's a very small island. So it's not like you have poor people in the Midwest that have a Midwest accent, and then rich people that sound the same way, or you have poor people from like down here that don't really have an accent, as well as rich people. It's not there. It's like if you sound like that, it's because you grew up in a part of town that was poor.
Have you heard of Scottish accents? Some of these Scottish accents, you can't even understand what the hell they're saying.
It's my favorite one.
It's like such a different
Or it gets
English.
so thick that you have no idea what they're saying.
What's that scene in Euro Trip where they get on the bus with the soccer fans?
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's like, you guys are really
that's
advanced at cursing.
That's British, but that's it's the really drunk guy who's the football fan.
Yeah.
He's
The
like,
Yarball.
He goes, so I tell the swamp donkey a socket before I give him a trunk in a tradesman's entrance and let him lick me yarballs.
He's like,
fuck, you guys are on a whole different level of swearing up here.
I love it. Dude.
And they are.
But yeah, Scottish, man, it's really tough to understand. Big time. Tell you what, though, I've got some one of Jackie's uncles up in Tennessee. I'd put him and a Scotsman in a room and see who can pick up the most words.
Yeah.
He might win.
Yeah.
It's just so fast. And you're just like, it's like Boomhauer.
Yeah.
It's what it is. It's the normal Boomhauer. You know, they exaggerated for the cartoon.
Dang on thing.
Man, come on, we're going to get it fire up there. And I'll just do click, 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 and just get it turned over.
Oh gosh, my favorite was when they let the Family Guy do the Super Bowl. You remember that?
I'm surprised.
And they were all supposed to go. They were all supposed to go nude to get tickets, and then they finally did it at halftime. He's like, "God damn it, Dale, underpants!" And he's like, "Their prescription."
I'm surprised no one's ever done a live action type King of the Hill show.
Yeah, well, because the cartoon is so much better.
It's hard to beat that. Yeah.
And you're not going to get the same voice out of any of the actors.
No.
So, did they do a King of the Hill movie?
No.
No.
Maybe an animated, like...
I haven't seen a full-length film at all.
Speaking of Duncan's, what happened with that big argument on Facebook of yours? What have you decided?
Oh, so, like, here's the thing. I want to say this for all the tens of people that listen to this show. I want to tell you something. If you are in a shit job... that does not mean that you have to do a shit job. Like, there's this common misconception that if you have a shit job, you don't have to do well at it because you're in a shit job. And expectations are already really low. But what they don't understand is it's not reflecting on Dunkin' Donuts. It's reflecting on them. You're the ones doing a bad job. But, like, you get a couple different Dunkins when you go, man. And I got a bunch that I've gone to around here. And there's only one that has consistent, really good customer service, but they're not on my way to work. But more often than not, you pull up and you get Dunkin'. And it's like, okay, what else?
Remember when they used to say...
Thank you for choosing Dunkin'.
No, or then they went to...
America runs on Dunkin'?
America runs on Dunkin', and then they stopped. The one that they opened by my house.
Yeah.
Same thing. Dunkin'.
Yeah. Or it's like, Dunkin', what do you want? But, like, every time you go to Starbucks, it's like, thank you for choosing Starbucks. My name is Moonbeam. What can I present to you today? Would you like to try a large mocha chocolate? And you can, like, order whatever you want and even ask them to, like, gently choke you in the drive-thru, and they will.
I'm sad they don't have that peach tea anymore at Starbucks. It breaks my heart.
But,
it really does.
You know, the Dunkin' is just like, you know, the shotgun approach to flavor. Put, like, 8,000 pounds of sugar and cream in there. They'll like it. And they're right. I'll sit there and drink that all day. And Starbucks just, I don't know, not the same thing. There's a couple things I get from Starbucks that I like, but I don't know what they are, but my wife knows how to order them. I go, give me that thing. She always knows. Give me that thing, babe. But yeah, so there's no winner or loser. You either like Dunkin' Donuts or you're wrong.
Ouch.
I love Dunkin's coffee much more than Starbucks. Always
I
have.
have to disagree with both of you. But
There's
that's just,
no contest at all on the food.
Yeah,
Not
the
at all.
Food
And-
at Starbucks
and
is so far and away from Dunkin'.
I don't like Dunkin' Donuts. I don't like their
Hold on.
donuts.
Wait, what?
I will.
donuts are delicious.
No, I will not eat donuts unless I am going by a Krispy Kreme with the hot fresh now light on, and so that ruins Dunkin' for me.
Oh wow. Okay.
But
spoiled much?
to me,
It's a very unique scenario.
If it's only this way, and if it's not at this certain time of day, we'll never eat
dude,
donuts.
listen. There's only two ways. They've been made prior to and sitting there, or the hot fresh now signs on at Krispy Kreme, and they're coming right off the conveyor
Right,
belt.
I get it, but to say you don't eat donuts unless it's that's a stretch.
Well, I don't.
No
They're
way.
extremely unhealthy, and they're not filling. So you'll eat like 5 of them. You know, 5 donuts is like 3,000 calories.
Well,
And I'm not a health
you
nut.
shouldn't eat 5 donuts at once.
I ain't eating just 2.
Okay, 3.
I'm getting donuts because Daddy's making bad decisions. All right, that's when I'm getting donuts. I don't get them just as a delicious breakfast treat.
So what is the go-to when you're like, you know what? Not that dieting is really in our forte right now.
I can
but
tell you
like,
much. No,
if you're breaking that and you're like, I gotta have this one thing. What's the one thing?
Ooh, boy.
wow.
It's not bad for me, but something with shrimp, I'm like, I gotta have that.
So like depends on like how I am, what state I'm in.
Oh, like if you're high or if
Yeah.
you're drunk or something.
My
Tell you what.
my go-to is one of those peanut butter, Nutella, and marshmallow sandwiches, toasted just a little bit. The marshmallow gets nice and soft.
Nice.
Eat that. But it's definitely not good for you at 3 a.m.
Yeah. That's 100% true.
Definitely the way I am.
I think
because
as
of
far
that.
as like culinary, or cultures of food, the Chinese got it pretty well covered. You know what I mean? Like they know.
But have we really had Chinese food here?
No, and you know what's funny is they all call themselves New York style Chinese, and I used to have a friend who was Chinese, and he would always say the only thing New York style about that is the rats. Don't eat that. It's not even good New York style Chinese.
I gotta say, for me, well, it depends. If I am just hungry and I want to just engorge my belly with food, but I'm not hungover, it's hard for me to beat. That's tough, man. I sure do love Qdoba and Tijuana Flats, those big burritos.
Qdoba. I loved Qdoba.
Qdoba's better than Tijuana Flats and Chipotle by far, but
Yeah.
but since there's not a lot of them around,
Tijuana Flats, that's not true. Tijuana Flats is like they get their stuff. I didn't know this, but Sean worked there. They get their produce sent in every day. That's
Yeah.
the highest quality stuff you're going to get.
When Moe's started, they were pretty good too.
Moe's is all right. But I'm talking just the burrito. Their queso's better.
Okay, I see what you're
And
saying.
for me, the seasoning
Moe's
on
queso
their
was the best when it
seasoning
first
on their
started, though.
chicken is better. But now if I'm hungover, oh boy, I get a little nuts. 'Cause, see, I like more of a buffet.
Yeah.
All right,
yeah, I love that too. That's the problem.
And on my exit down in Lakewood Ranch, I can drive to the other side of the interstate, and I can hit Wendy's and Burger King over there. So
why 2 burger places?
So I will grab
Spicy
because
chicken nuggets from Wendy's?
Well, I get a Whopper, no onion, add cheese,
right.
and then at Wendy's I get the spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh, really? The
Yeah.
nuggets are good too.
Then I go to Taco Bell and get some soft shell tacos, just regular, maybe some Supreme, depends on how the week's been.
Sure.
And then I stop by McDonald's on the way home and I get a McDouble, and I will go home and just graze on that. For
no
the
fries
rest of
from
the day.
McDonald's? Dude,
Nah,
McDonald's
I'm
are
not
the
a big
best.
fry guy. Let's not forget, I just bought a Whopper, a spicy chicken sandwich, some like 3 soft tacos, and a McDouble. I don't really have a lot of room for the fries.
Yeah.
There's always room for fries, man. Ask me. I'd have room.
Do you dip your fries in Frosties?
I have.
No.
People do that.
I
It's
have.
a thing.
It's actually not that bad.
It's a
actually
thing.
not that bad.
I can't stand. I tried it.
It is that bad.
I've
It's
had
bad,
somebody
yeah.
dip Cool Ranch Doritos in ice cream. That was weird. I was
That's
like,
even worse. And what were they a serial killer?
Maybe.
Things like this are the problem with capitalism.
I'm just saying it looked weird. He's like, "Oh, this is delicious."
It can't be.
What? Where are you right now?
It can't be.
Somebody is lying to you, whoever you are.
I will say this: I will dip my fries in a little bit of mayonnaise. And,
and
not
mayonnaise,
everybody
ketchup,
does that, but I love to mix. I call it America sauce. It's mayonnaise mixed with ketchup.
Oh yeah, that's good too.
Yeah.
Fancy sauce is what they call that.
Some people call it fancy sauce.
One of my favorite pizzas in Italy is hot dogs and French fries, and then they put that ketchup and mayonnaise and mayonnaise mixture on top. It's so good.
In Italy,
is that an American pizza?
What did you say?
I think that sometimes that's what they call it.
Yeah. That's that Yankee pizza.
Street food.
I can't do an
So
Italian accent, so I just say that's that Yankee pizza.
Just remember the most famous Italian of all, Mario.
It's a me.
Pizza. American pizza.
Luigi never gets credit.
Hey, listen, Luigi gets credit in this household.
Good.
I was the younger brother.
Luigi, my boy.
When I found out Mario had a younger brother, I was like, are you kidding me? And he's taller?
That can reach stuff off the top shelf for big
right.
bro. Yeah.
And he can get ghosts with a vacuum cleaner, guys.
That's right.
Come on.
Yeah,
Oh,
Luigi's
God.
my guy in Mario Kart.
Yeah,
That's my
same
dude.
here.
I'm a Donkey Kong kind of guy.
Of course you are.
Or Wario.
You like to just blister people. You're slow as hell, but you can
Or
just
war.
barrel
But once
over
you
people.
that's
drive
exactly
through
what I
everybody
do.
else's
Yeah.
car.
You got to get that boost in the beginning and then draft,
Yeah.
or you're done. As DK, you're done.
Yeah. You're not going to make up for it. But, yeah.
So one thing that I wish is that I had the power and connections for, instead of him dressed up in a Cowboys cheerleader's uniform,
why are we already
is
starting
to
this
have
now?
him as like the round 4 sign girl
We could go triple or nothing.
in like a little
We could-
banana hammock and a halter top.
we could go triple
I
or
just
nothing.
imagine somebody out in the crowd. What the fuck?
Hey, do you think Nick could get that for us?
I don't think Nick would want that.
I don't think he would either, but let's
Because
discuss.
neither fighter or promoter is going to want to sign off on that.
I'd do it.
Because we'll get, here's Trixie, here's Cinnamon,
God.
and they both look so good, and then here comes Nello, and you're like wearing a two-piece.
Right up in the Tampa Bay Times the next day. The fight was going great. The crowd was electric until the in between the 4th and 5th rounds, and the life was
just-
sucked
or-
out of the ring.
or
They
somebody-
just gave up.
Or they could be going wild.
Tom, these folks were out there in the ring looking forward to a good round 4, and then it happened.
What if I am the best thing of the fight, though? Think about that.
I can say that's not at all ever going to be.
You never know. Somebody might find me very attractive.
Hey,
in
man,
short
these
booty
milkshakes
shorts.
might bring all the boys to the yard. Damn right.
You had to bring that up before I have to fucking deal with that.
So Nello made a series of bad bets on our
And I don't think
sports
it's a bad
podcast.
bet. I think the Giants were decimated with injuries.
And so now he has to wear a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader
downtown,
outfit downtown.
we can't go too close to the restaurants. I don't want to go to jail.
We will not. We will not put you in immediate
You're
danger.
not
but-
going to go to jail for that.
But we
Have
will-
you seen the shit that walks the streets of downtown St.
I
Pete?
know, but maybe my pride.
Either way, we'll put you in the public eye. Maybe not in the thick of it, but you will be on display.
I am okay with buying one of those Mardi Gras masks and you wearing it, but it's
No,
gonna
you
be
gotta own
fancy.
it. I'm a man.
All right, cool.
I'm a man.
I just didn't-
I'll own
yeah.
that shit.
I just don't know why you agreed to it.
I really thought the Giants were going to win,
I mean,
and it
how
looked
many
like the Giants
times
were
do
gonna-
they say we had a call out at the donkey show and we need you to fill in?
I thought really the
How many
Giants
times you going to say no?
before the injuries, the Giants were 14-14 into the second, into halftime,
Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese.
and then your whole offense goes out, and you get the original long neck quarterback of the NFL. Speaking of which, I was reading a fact: the UNLV quarterback is 6'9".
Mm.
He literally looks like a redwood playing football. Look
Good
him
for
up.
him. I refuse. I'll see him if he plays on Sunday.
Ouch.
How about? So we've got these two Funko Pops. This is our family room, so there's about 1 billion of them in here. But there's 2 on the table that haven't left yet, and they're from the movie They Live.
Amazing movie.
What are the chances we're living right now in a They Live situation?
Never seen it.
What?
Are you kidding me?
Not kidding you.
What?
Never seen it.
So
Dude, I'd be fucking down.
I got to
do
educate Clay real
a
quick.
watch party correctly.
So this guy up here, John Nada,
It's nada.
he is portrayed by Rowdy Roddy Piper.
So I'm liking where this is going.
And he It's oh my God, what's his name? John Carpenter. It's a John Carpenter movie.
Okay.
It's an
John
amazing
Carpenter.
movie.
I'm liking it more.
So he's kind of a traveling guy, and I forget how he does it, but you got to watch it. He gets a hold of these sunglasses. Then when he puts them on, they reveal like an alien world is trying to take over the earth. So like he puts on his sunglasses and he looks at this billboard that says like, go on vacation here or something like this. And when he puts on the glasses and looks at it, it just says obey. And then when he like starts looking at people, he realizes they have these alien faces, which is the other one right there. They look like that.
It's like an alternate reality type thing where like you see like the Matrix, like you're plugged in and you see something.
It's like Free Guy.
And then you unplug yourself and you actually see that it's just
But it's
shit.
the hyper elite and the super rich have struck a deal with the aliens to let them
So what's the
come
difference between that movie and
secretly
this now?
live among the other people, and that's where Mr.
Oh,
Nada comes in.
I would be surprised.
I mean, I think that could really be a thing.
It could be.
And they go
They're
after
definitely
people.
among us.
There's like a group. There's a small group of them that have the glasses and see reality, and they're
Right.
like getting like chased and
And the military's coming down on them.
They're definitely among us. If they are eons older than us, they're civilizations,
Well-
and we're able to do what we can do with plastic surgery now.
I don't know about you, but
That's
Demi
easy.
Lovato says you should not call them extraterrestrials because that
No, you shouldn't
is
call them
not
aliens.
nice.
You shouldn't call
She
them
says-
aliens.
Yeah, she said you shouldn't call them aliens because that's
That's
derogatory.
not nice. It's derogatory to them. They also have feelings, even though they're light years away from our.
I
Well,
like
I
how
know-
she felt the need to come out and tell people that.
Yeah.
At what point she's not even getting hired for
Here's
Sprite
the
commercials or Subway.
Her
Like,
drug
here's the
dealer is
problem with
making
that.
money again.
There are people around her that should care about her enough, and to
Obviously, I'm joking about
to
the drug dealer
help
thing.
her with her issue of needing attention.
right.
They're not doing that, and dipshits on Twitter and Instagram are fueling that even more.
Yeah.
And I feel very sorry for her. It's like Alyssa Milano too. Some of the just off the like nobody is talking about shit, and then she's like,
Yeah. I know. what you
"White men want to kill everybody."
No, but just think about it for a second. An alien from a different planet in a different galaxy, light years away, is going to worry about if you called him an alien or not.
Right, exactly.
Like, are we kidding me?
First and foremost, he's had the ability to travel here
From another planet.
From another planet, probably just to laugh at us and look at the idiots that we've all become.
Right.
And
we're worried about what
you
we call
think that he's out there like seeing Demi Lovato hit the local social network on a planet less advanced than his, and he's just like, nice.
Oh, thank you for noticing my feelings.
Finally, somebody acknowledged me. He's probably writing in his fucking space journal. He's like, they still feel the need to like showboat in front of everyone else and show out. I don't get why humans do that.
What if the first alien contact we ever have,
We've already had
and
it.
he walks up, and it's all on broadcasted around the world, and
Right.
it's like world leaders and him, and he walks up and he goes, "Hello, my name is Alien. How are you?" I would be like, "Somebody call Demi.
What?
Get her on the phone."
She was wrong.
I first and foremost would be really shocked if that was the first thing he said. Hello, my name is Alien. I imagine he would speak to us telepathically and everyone around the world would just hear it in their brain.
I mean, is it? I
Yeah.
mean, there has to be something out there, right?
Of course, there
We
is.
can't just be
Of course there
alone.
is.
Like, there's so many planets. There's so many.
What if?
habitable
What if?
moons?
Stay with me here. All right.
I'm there.
What if the human race actually started on Mars
Oh man.
And moved here.
and we destroyed the planet, and in a last ditch effort, we sent a capsule with a man and a woman to Earth, and that's the asteroid that killed all the dinosaurs, and there's your Adam and Eve,
Wow.
and that's how we started here. on Earth.
Whoa! I'm not there yet. I need a little bit more help to be thinking about that. But
Take a
that's
minute.
fucking awesome.
Take a minute.
I mean, we've been to Mars a couple times at this point. I would love to see some older civilization stuff, or I mean, because it's further away, isn't it? No, wait. Oh my gosh, no, it's not. It's closer to the sun, right?
Yeah.
No,
Wait.
Mars is fourth. We're third.
Okay, thank you. Sorry,
It's
I was
Mercury,
like, isn't
Venus,
it further
Earth,
away
Mars.
so the sun wouldn't have burned up?
Come
all
on,
that?
man. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto.
Are you sure Earth is third?
Yes, it's the third rock from the sun.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
Lithgow show.
I
Come
knew
on.
that.
Oh,
and
that's a
it's-
good show. That's why it's
Hey,
called
word
that.
association. That's
All
how
right,
you
calm
remember
down.
things.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, boy. Is somebody getting yelled at out there?
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I think it's like 3 weeks ago I've been in this house and taught him something new.
Why we got to go there? We teach each other
It's
things.
okay. We do. We do.
Yeah. I know. Oh, look
There's
who
Ryan.
it is.
We're doing a little audio jack right
what's
now.
up? As
Come on
we
in,
get
buddy.
ready to dance into the Cigar City Sports Podcast.
Yeah, but
we
we're
were just actually, you know what? No cold intro, no nothing. We were talking about aliens. There's got to be something out there, right?
100%.
110%.
There you go.
I mean, there's just no way it's not. That's just such hubris to think that human beings are so important that we're the only thing in the universe. No way.
I just hope they don't look like Kerrigan.
Oh, gosh.
God.
That's another thing is we always draw crazy aliens to look like us. They draw them with 2 legs, 2 arms, like a humanoid. How do we even think that's a thing? You know what I think is one of the best descriptions of an alien ever
What?
is I'm a big Star Trek fan.
Mm-hmm.
I think Q from Star Trek is the best representation of what an alien could be. He's like, I'm going to look like this so it makes y'all feel comfortable. It's not what I look like, but it's just to put you at ease.
Speaking of Star Trek, Shatner's going to space, right?
Oh, gosh.
Yep.
Isn't he going to space on the
He's
dick?
going on Bezos' dick rocket.
Right?
He's
It's like,
gonna Shatner himself about halfway up.
Could you imagine somebody who looks like a skinny Dr. Evil made an actual dick space shuttle and shot it into space on national television?
Pretty sure
That
we
is-
saw Bezos do that.
That
Yeah,
is
that's what I'm saying. And he
one of
looks
the
like him
best.
too.
It's one of the best series or sequences in a movie where all the guys keep going, they keep running the line on to the next one. He's like, hey, look at that. It looks like someone's Johnson, I need you to check this on the radar. And I'm like, I don't know. That's a really funny one. I'm just looking at Ryan. What you got,
staring
buddy?
at me.
Hey,
I thought you were going to say
welcome
something
to the
too.
show.
I thought he was going to say something, then he just stood there.
Welcome to Audio Jack. Ryan's here, what, 2
Oh,
times
bro,
a
look
week?
at the Dunkin'
Yeah.
Cup.
Yeah.
We talked about that too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What does Duncan have to do with aliens?
Nothing.
Bro, it's been a really nice
This
up
is a
and down.
broad spectrum.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
We let the convo just take us where it wants to go.
kind of.
I open mouth kissed a horse once.
We talked about their
Did you like
bromance
it?
and how it started.
It was very good.
Nice.
Good tongue work.
Talk about what?
The bromance and how it started.
He probably knows that story.
Of
How me and
You-
Clay met.
no.
You got to remember,
We're not-
Abby wasn't
We're not
there at the
telling it
time.
again.
Yeah, we're not telling
Yeah,
you
Abby
again.
wasn't at the bank at that time. She hadn't come.
So just for context, Ryan is the husband of my work wife from C1 Bank. She and I worked together for a long time, and I always heard about you, and then we finally hung out, and here we are.
Greatness happened that day.
That's right.
Wow. Welcome to the show.
I remember her coming home like, this guy keeps making fun of me
Yep.
and saying things. And I'm like, do I have to go fuck this guy up? And then she said what, I forget what it was, but he said something.
I told her
was
that she
fucking
always, so she wears
hilarious.
glasses, and I'm always like, can you just say jinkies for me?
That's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, Velma, pirate ghost.
Yeah, pirate ghosts. That's
And-
the one thing I would always try to, you know how I'm the king of the
loved it.
setup. I'd always be like, man, I really don't want to go check on this client because they got pirate ghosts. And I would
He's so
say
good at it
I
too.
would say it like Shaggy.
That
Oh.
setup and you know he's walking you there and you just go.
Yeah.
Walk right into it.
Exactly.
Yeah, every time. Or
Yeah.
I would print to the back printer just a white piece of paper that said pirate ghost. But I'd be sitting at my desk and go, God damn it. I'm sorry, Abby. I printed something back there. Will you grab it for me? She would just pick it up and go, you motherfucker.
And after that, I had to meet this guy.
Yeah.
Did you watch the fight?
Actually, I did.
Oh yes, cool. Save it. I just wanted to know if you watched it.
Yeah. We were talking, well, we haven't talked about this. We're talking about Anderson, the first fight of the night. That kid's jab at heavyweight is
Yeah,
a
we watched a
dangerous
little bit
thing.
of
That I didn't watch. I just watched the main event.
Yeah. Main event was a great fight.
Great fight.
It's probably one of the greatest heavyweight fights of all time.
And as you can imagine, me and Jack met because I was an asshole. Go figure, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's all right. We're past that now. And this fight got right here got canceled early because this one punched the other guy in the dick too many times.
Guy was playing boxing with his balls.
He really was.
Twist his dick.
Yeah, basically.
Oh, good Lord. All right, well, let's do our thing here, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 2. Ryan and I have been talking for, God, since we started Alter Ego that we wanted to do one of these.
Yeah.
And you happen to happenstance walk into one.
Yeah, I was actually early too, which is crazy.
That is crazy.
Work early, so
I don't want to stereotype you, but that is crazy that you were on time because you are never that.
Nah, I run on color people time. I show up whenever I get there.
Yeah.
And for all you 10 listeners that listen to the show,
tens
don't
and
forget,
tens of people.
The Cigar City Podcast records now.
Oh, wow.
I'm just glad we got.
Hopefully,
good
you
card
don't
stock
listen to
again.
this years from now and get really excited. This show has already happened and done. Anyway, we'll catch you next time. The
Till
next
next time.
6 months.
They're out there too.